Patchy, dude. What the hell, Patchy? Welcome back, guys, to the final round. Patchy mix, dude. Just what the hell, Patchy? What the hell, man? Guys, this isn't going to be a video where we go over his career and talking about the ifs, the ands, the buts. This is just going to be about me talking about what the hell, Patchy. I had such high hopes for Patchy Mix when he came in the UFC. He came into the UFC fresh off of like a pretty dominant run at Bellator. I mean, and he had good fights in Ryzen. I just thought he was gonna be good, dude. I seriously did. I thought he was gonna be a good fighter. I seriously thought he was gonna be good. I did, dude. He had one loss to Juan Archuleta, who's a good fight. I don't know if Juan Archuleta could come in and dominate the UFC now. When Patchy fought him, dude, coming off a win over Yuki Motoya, who was a very solid fighter in Ryzen, good solid fighter. Um, I mean, he beat Ricky Mendejas. Yeah, really, he didn't fight any quality guys until he fought Archuleta, and then probably again until he fought. But dude, he beat Kyoji Horiguchi, who's pro record. He's 34 years old. He's record 34-5. Oh, he got a confirmed fight. Oh, let's go. I'm sorry. Sorry, Patchy. Kyoji Horiguchi is officially on this card. Is he really? Or no? He's on this card. Oh, he's back. Okay. I love Kyoji Horiguchi. He's one of my favorite fighters. Yeah. Fuck Tagir Ulanbekov. I can't wait till he loses. I can't wait till Tagir loses. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great when Tagir loses to Kyoji Horiguchi. It's gonna be great. But you're thinking like, okay, like whatever. He beats Kyoguchi. He beats Magomedov. Oh man, Magomedov. Dag fighter. Are you kidding me? There's a team from Dagestan called Dag Fighter. Yeah, Dagestani fighter. Oh my god. Magomedov. As Guru says, Magomedov. 50 of his name. Yeah, pretty much. But he beats Horiguchi, beats Magomedov the 50th. Knocks out Rafion Stotts, beats Sergio Pettis, beats Magomedov the 50th again. And dude, like, he's supposed to fight Leandro Higo in Bellator, but then he was. I don't think that Leandro Higo. I gotta see. No one's had more fights canceled than freaking Leandro Higo. He's had like more fights canceled in the last 5 years than probably anybody in history. I mean, Jesus Christ, the guy can't get a break. But I was so high come Patchy came to the UFC. When they signed him, Isaiah was like, bro, they signed Patchy. I'm like, hold on. And then it was confirmed, and I was like, let's fucking go. And I was excited. I went back and watched all his highlights because I watched him. Now, Isaiah might know this. I used to watch the Bellator. Not like a ton, but it used to be on Showtime. So I'd watch it on Showtime. When I had the Zone and it was on the Zone, I watched it. I mean, it was, when I say watch it, the first time I ever watched Bellator was probably 2017. I caught it at a bar. I was in a bar in Springfield with my cousin. 2017. I remember 18. And I forgot who was fighting it. I actually, it might have been that big MSG car they had with Chael, and it was a mess. I don't know if he ever fought on those cards, but he fought at King of the Cage for a while. He submitted Tony Gravely, who went on and became not a great UFC fighter, but 4-4, so it was mediocre. And man, I just thought that I, I just thought that he was gonna be good, man. He defeated Andre Ewell, also UFC guy, mid level, and I thought he was gonna be good, man. I was so convinced. I was so convinced, man. Gets the Bellator in 2019. Starts outside of the Warner Shaletta fight. He's freaking dominating, dude. And he was and dude when he's I think he's 32 now, but when he got to UFC, his birthday was in August. So he was still 31 when he made his debut in the UFC against Mario Batista. I thought, man, Patchy's gonna dominate, dude. The first fight of his I watched like live probably would have been I don't know what card he was on. It was 2020. No, it was this one? It was whenever a Pitbull fought. It was whenever Pitbull got fought Emmanuel Sanchez. That was the card. I don't remember exactly when. 246. No, that was the main event. Wow, was that a bantamweight title? What's the world title? Oh wow, okay, interesting. Um, hey, but he fought. I'm trying to think. Was it 279? No. Okay. Okay. Well, I forget when. Okay. Well, I forget when it was. Yeah. I forget. But um, I watched him 20. I think it was when he fought James Gallagher or maybe Albert Morales in 2021. I just said he was on somewhere. It was he was on a prelim. I watched him fight a prelim. Was it? Uh, yeah, it was 2021. He submitted Albert Morales in a prelim fight. I was Bellator 258. Who was the headliner of that? Lauren Charlotte versus Anthony Pettis. Oh yeah, that was Rumble. Yeah, yeah. No, I definitely watched that. I definitely watched that because we're kind of. I tried to watch. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, Rumble. Legend, dude. I tried to watch Rumble's fights in Bellator, and that's how I kind of came on the Patchy. I had heard about him. I think I had seen a couple highlights of King of the Cage, like sparsely. And I remember I I I rewatched his fight with Kyoto Higuchi. It was a good fight. I watched the highlights of his title run there, and when he got to the UFC, I thought, and I was like, okay. And personally, I hoped for an easier opponent. I didn't want Mario Batista for him. I wanted someone like I don't know about Cheeto, but you know, really who I was saying he should take on is I wasn't sure at that point. I think it was clear that Dom Cruz was retiring, and I was like, bro, give him Dom Cruz, give him a legend. Um, I was like, hey man, bring back John Lineker, I was like, I don't know who to give him. Who we gonna give Patchy? And yeah, they gave Mario Batista. We saw how that went. And one thing I want to shout out, Mr. MMA Guru. I've had my disagreements with him in the past. I used to hate the guy. I'll fully admit it, dude. I used to hate him. I used to find him really freaking annoying. And Isaiah's been watching him, and he's been growing on him. And I got to admit it, MMA Guru. I mentioned it on our Tuesday stream for the Contender Series. Great Contender Series episode, by the way. Holy freaking shit. Mark Volley Dean and Adrian Luna Martinetti. And then that freaking Dagestani and Lucas Caldas in the main event. Jesus fucking Christ. What a card. What a great card. I mean, you had the third fight was like, not a stinker, but it was good. It's just crazy how crazy the fights were. I mean, honestly, man, the Vola D Martin fight, one of the greatest fights I've ever seen. One of the greatest fights I've ever seen in my life. But, um, oh, sorry about that. Oh, come on. Oh, my freaking ear, dude. I'm gonna pause while I blow my brains out. Okay. Uh, man, Patchy mix, dude. So he loses the first fight, and as I mentioned, my guru wasn't a big fan of him. I've been growing. He's been growing on me. He's been growing on me a little bit, especially since him and DJ have been doing some, Mighty Mouse, been doing some great stuff. And he mentioned, and I agree with this, that following this first fight of Mario, you felt okay. Well, at the least, it can't get any worse. It got worse. It got worse, dude. It got worse, and you just felt like, what the hell, man? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, you just felt like, what the hell is going on? Why is this happening? And then fights Whiplash, and you're like, oh my god, dude, what the fuck, man? And he just looked so bad. He just looked like he was gassed. He made wrong decisions. The moment was too big. I don't know. Like, it was a prelim. It wasn't. The crowd wasn't even full. I mean, at that point, the crowd was getting a little. It was, probably still more fans than he fought in front of a Bellator, but at least close. And I'm thinking there. I'm sitting there. I'm watching it with Isaiah. You guys can go see it on the stream. I mean, the thing is, we have evidence of the two fights Patchy's had. Luckily, in past fights for fighters for our channel, I've been embarrassed by some performances by some guys, and now, luckily, the one at 316, which we were there for live, I was. I mean, Isaiah knows this, man. I talked about this. I'm in the car ride going, I'm looking through him. I'm looking through him. I got so pumped when I saw that. I'm like, bro, this is the kind of shit you want to hear from a guy who's coming from a different promotion. He was a superstar, reigning champion. I mean, the truth was, after he beat Magomedov, the 51st of his name, um, you expected you expected um, you sort of expected, like, people to look at him and like, after he beat Magomedov for the 50th time, or for the 50th name. What I mean, people were talking about him as pound for pound, one of the best bantamweights in the world, and I was among them. And can't say that now. That's for sure. Just so unfortunate, man. I just, like, every time, like, I didn't think I had like a song or a thing that honestly, because of this one meme. My phone's gonna die, maybe. All right. When I hear this one meme by freaking Dovi Simu MMA, when I hear this, the, when I hear Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden, I'm gonna forever think of Patchy Mix. Thanks to this post. I mean, he just looked so uninspired, dude. He just looked like, oh my god, he just came out there, just didn't look good, and he just, like, dude, I watched this guy do crazy submissions. He knocked out stops with dude. It's not like he fought absolute cans. That's what I don't get. It's not the competition. It's not. It's maybe with Mario a little bit. Maybe with Mario a little bit. Now I'm convinced it's not the competition. Now I'm convinced it's something else. Whether it's his mind, his ability, could be Tatiana Suarez. I don't know her. I will shout out our good friend Matt Perino. As everyone says, the common phrase, a friend of the program. We love Matt Perino, MMA Hot Mike. He's the best. Matt, you're a fucking stud. We were sitting watching UFC 312 with him, me, Isaiah, and my boy Giuliano. We're sitting with him watching UFC 312 at Buffalo Wild Wings while he was out flirting with the waitress. Stud. Stud, brother. Solid. And he mentioned that, like, Tatiana, Kind of beats the shit out of him. Maybe she should lay off that. Maybe she should leave Patchy alone. I'll be honest, I don't think I've been more disappointed in a guy coming into the UFC following his first two fights. Like I don't think I've ever expected a guy like when he was talking about like before the Mario fight, he's talking about like he'll find Rob or Sean, all these people. I wasn't that much, but I was like, okay, he's gonna beat Mario, and then he'll be in some really competitive fights. And I felt like he could probably. I said at the time I remember before I told Isaiah like, dude, he's probably gonna like win this fight, but I don't know if he's gonna beat the top five guys, but he'll definitely put up good fights. And like, dude, even though he lost to Mario, the fight was. I mean, it wasn't really competitive, but he put up a good effort round three. And this fight, against Whiplash, listen to me, man. Nothing to respect against Jakob Whiplash. He's a good fighter from KSW. He's got some good. But he was just pretty much. Patchy makes this fight. He got guillotined to death. He got guillotined to death. And just sitting there watching, going, bro, what? Isn't he like a amazing, unbelievable grappler? He won a bunch of things, a bunch of grappling events. I mean, the guy's had a lot of his own grappling matches, or and he's known to be a super good fighter. Um, uh, he grappled this guy, the Kairat Makhmedov, whose MMA record, by the way, is 30-2. By the way, his two losses coming in one championship, and Patchy Mix beat him in a grappling match. I'm just sitting here like, dude, like this guy's not fought slouches. He's fought in real MMA fighters. I know he hasn't fought in the UFC, and maybe it's the bright lights, it's everything. It's maybe he told the media, but he got a bunch of media attention at Bellator. It's not like he wasn't in interviews. He wasn't in as many, and maybe Dustin Poirier is right. Maybe it's just something different about the UFC. Well, maybe it's the aura of it. But his wife Tatiana has been in the UFC. She can't have told him this stuff, but like he's been around it with her. He's been around it. That's what makes more sense. He's been around the aura, and he's walked with her to the cage, and he must have sensed the aura or something. So there's something going on. I don't know, man. But I mean, he couldn't. He couldn't. Cannot have looked worse after the Mario fight, and he somehow did it. He looked worse. And I've been hearing a lot of people saying that Patchy Mix should fight Kaya Sakura, who's coming up to 135. That's a perfect fight. That's a great fight right there. I just saw the meme today. Is it still on here? I don't know if it's still on here, but yeah. Oh, is it on there? I can't supposed to be a little too bright. Let's turn them up. Does that work? Yeah, you see that right there? The real fight fans want to see. Someone's always got to go. Momo 2 of the UFC. Someone's always got to go. I swear to God, if he can't be Kai Sakura is a former rising, two-division world champion. The guy's not a slouch either. I mean, there's a chance I actually, honestly, I've been thinking about it today. I thought, oh, he'll submit him. Now I think he'll lose. Because I feel like Kai's going to actually want to win. And I don't know if Patchy wants to win. Doesn't look like it. This picture after his fight, after his fight with Mario. Hold on a second. All right, I'll pull up Patchy Mix here. Him against Jakub Whiplash. He's getting hit with a fucking like a weird elbow. Like, dude, the guy just and he had a massive. You kind of see it on his right eye. He had at the end of the fight, he had a massive hematoma. Right. Well, if you're looking at it like here, you'll see. But right here is right eye. Holy crap, dude! I mean, everyone's thinking. People are saying, "Oh, that he won the fight," and just scorecard wise, he probably did win the fight with control and grappling and all this stuff. Maybe he did win the fight, but it was uninspiring. And I mean, Isaiah were watching the decision. We're like, maybe Patchy, maybe Yakub, and Yakub won. And it was the right decision because he's a former KSW guy. He's young. He's coming into he is currently coming into the promotion. He's Polish. Joanna Jacek was, you know, she was KHI's first fight. She's been supporting him for a long time. She petitioned to get the UFC, so he's got traction behind him. And I went to the comments of the interview he did. There's a lot of Polish people were like, "Yeah, Yakub, we love you, dude. Keep on it. Let's go, brother. Keep, you know, let's go stay on the grind." And I'm like, "Cool." He seems like a guy who's pretty popular in Poland. I mean, his striking's pretty bad. So is Patchy's, but I mean, just like, oh, it blew my mind. Patchy Mix, man. What the hell, bro? What the hell, Patchy? What the hell? That's gonna do it, guys. My name is Jake. Thanks for watching. And remember, the greatest fight. Remember, the greatest fighters always leave it all to fall around something that Patchy Mix definitely did not do. See you guys. Hold on. We're gonna finish. We're gonna finish with Black Hole Sun. I started with it. I'm gonna finish it. I'm finishing with Black Hole Sun right now. That's what we're doing. Where is it? See you guys. Patchy Mix.